Hi comrades, welcome to my channel. Today I want to explain to you guys what Taoism is from a perspective as a native Chinese. Taoism was born in Sichuan, China, which happens to be where I was born and raised. If you know anything about Sichuan or its capital Chengdu, you will know it's well known as a wucha chill and laid-back vibe, and playfully it's known as the gayest city in China. A place celebrated for its ultimate tolerance and inclusivity. And honestly, that vibe is just shockingly similar to Taoist philosophy. This lifestyle didn't happen by accident. Thanks to our blessed geography and abundant resources, people here have historically never had to fight too hard to survive. So we naturally developed a mindset of taking life as it comes and staying carefree. But back to our topic, what exactly is Tao? In the philosophy of Lao Tzu and Zhangzi, Tao is the ultimate reality of the universe. Everything stems from the Tao. As the famous ancient verse goes, 道生一，一生二，二生三，三生万物. In English, that translates to Tao engenders one, one engenders two, two engenders three, and three engenders everything. Now, how do we actually make sense of this? It sounds like a math riddle, right? Like, why stop in 3? Where did 4 go? He was actually described the birth of a universe that's shockingly similar to the modern quantum physics and cosmology. Think of the Tao as absolute nothingness before the Big Bang. That singularity is the One. It's the starting point of the universe, the initial speck of the pure energy and matter. From that single point, the universe starting to split. It creates the opposites, light and darkness, hot and cold, negative and positive. In Chinese philosophy, this duality is what we call yin and yang, and that is the two. Now, what is a 3? 3 isn't just a physics number, it's a spark, a dynamic interaction between yin and yang. Think about it. A man as a yang and a woman as a yin, their relationship and their chemistry, it makes the 3. And out of that, they create generations of family. Or look at nature. You have the sunrise as a yang and the soil as a yin. Their interaction mixed with air and water creates an creative spark, the 3, and the entire forest grows. So, 3 engenders all thing is Lao Tzu's poetic way of saying it is a constantly evolving, beautifully balanced system driven by perpetual chemical reactions, creating the infinite variety of the world we see today. This ultimate law of the universe is invisible and silent, yet it stands alone and endures forever. It operates under a single radical core principle, 无为. Literally translated, 无为 means do nothing. But don't get it twisted, it's not asking you to become a lazy couch potato. It actually translates to effortless action. It advocates aligning ourselves with natural course and things, avoiding subjective forcing and ego-driven interference. By practicing Wu Wei, you reach a legendary state whereby doing nothing, nothing is left undone. You stop swimming against the current, you start riding the wave. This brings us to the second core idea of Taoism, be water. Lao Tzu believed that water possesses an extraordinary divine quality. It benefits all things without competing with them. It nourishes everything on earth without asking for a single thing in return. Even more profoundly, it willingly flows to the lowest, darkest places, the very places and human pride despises. In this ultimate humility and absolute openness, water becomes the closest thing to the Tao itself. And finally, the third pillar of the Taoism is the yin and yang. In the Taoist worldview, there is no absolute dichotomy between good and bad, success and failure. Suffering often conceals the seeds of personal growth, a manifestation of yang hidden within. Conversely, periods of peak prosperity may harbor latent crisis, reflecting yin lurking with yang. This philosophy gives us a mental fortitude to embrace life's absolute nadirs. According to the foundational Taoist law of 物极必反, which means things turn into their opposite when carried to the extreme. The bottom of the valley is never a dead end. It is actually a varied catalyst for a turning point. And this is where Eastern ancient reason resonates profoundly with the Western philosophical tradition of dialects. Western dialects, most notably through the lineages of Hegel and Marx, postulates that reality develops through the contradiction and the synthesis of opposing forces. Centuries before them, Lao Tzu had already deciphered this cosmic code. He realized the essence of the world is not a static, rigid grid, but a dynamic, fluid circle. Good and bad, loss and gain, are not isolated fragments. They are the twin faces of a same coin, driving the evolution of life through their continuous tension and transformation. Therefore, from a truly dialectical standpoint, a low point in your life is never a final destination. It is an active incubator for the next rising tide. Taoism doesn't hand you a checklist of solutions. Instead, it offers a radical shift in perspective. It tells us our modern suffering comes from our obsession with control, the illusion that we can freeze this world into a static grid that perfectly suits our desires. But the universe doesn't work that way. The weather keeps flowing whether you like it or not. You don't need to fix the river, you just need to realize that you are part of it. Let me know how you guys think about this video in the comment below. I will see you next time. Peace.